Hello, everybody. I know it's been eons since I've been on Facebook Live, but I am determined to get back on track here in August. I've got 5 tips for you to survive your long weekend, and I hope they are going to be good for you, that you can follow quite easily. So let's get started. So number one, I have planning your meals out. So if you know you're going to a friend's house and you have to bring something because it's sort of a potluck style, whoa, potluck style arrangement, then step up to the plate, be the one who's going to bring the healthy side dish. Maybe it's a salad, maybe it's a fruit tray, maybe it's a veggie tray. Just step up and be the one to bring the healthy dish so that you know that you can eat it, you know exactly what's inside of it. And if you are in a lurch and they are serving things that maybe you necessarily can't eat, maybe there's some gluten, maybe there's some dairy in there, maybe you just know if you look at it, it's going to make your stomach turn. This is sort of a hack that I use when I go to family dinners or friends dinners or whatever. I usually am the one to bring the healthier stuff so that I know that I can eat it. That includes, if I'm bringing a salad, I usually try to bring a decent dressing. Sometimes I forget, but just something to consider. If you are going to a restaurant, go online, check out the menu before you go, know exactly what you're going to be eating. This way, when the server comes to you, you're not like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to eat. And then you pick something random on the menu and you don't realize that it's deep fried and it's breaded and it has all these extra ingredients that you were unaware of. So that's one of the things that I do. I usually try to take a look at the menu before I go out, know what I'm eating, and then when I'm there, it's not as much of a stressful situation. Okay, and just some ideas. Let's say you are going out for dinner or you are going to a friend's house, and maybe it's a later, like an 8 o'clock dinner or whatever. I typically will have something before I go so that when I get to the restaurant or when I get to the friend's place, I'm not starving. So that could look like apples and nut butter, maybe just some nuts and seeds, some olives, some guacamole, and some, those rice crackers or Mary's crackers, and a small smoothie. So you just basically would take your morning smoothie, if that's something that you do, you just have all the ingredients, so cut them in half. Don't use a full protein powder scoop because that's like 30 grams of protein, so you would just have that, and along with like your water, maybe you could still keep the avocado at half, but yeah, half a cup of water, half a cup of fruit, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, that's an idea if you are going to a friend's or if you are going out for dinner. So that's number one. Number two is if you are choosing to drink this weekend, which it being a long weekend, it's kind of what you do as Canadians, which I hope we get away from that at some point. That's a whole other conversation. But anyways, if you are choosing to drink this weekend, alternating your alcoholic beverages between water, and if it's not water, maybe it's Perrier. This way you're staying hydrated while you're having your wine or your scotch or your beer or whatever it is. That's just a way around it. Or you can do like a wine spritzer. So that's like, half a glass of white wine, half, and then the other half would be like the Perrier San Pellegrino or what other fizzy concoction that maybe you make your own via the SodaStream. But that's an idea if you're looking to somewhat hydrate yourself. It's sort of a way around it. Number three, it's one of my big rules, so pick one. So if you're gonna drink, drink. If you're gonna have your dessert, have your dessert. And if you're going to have your big starchy baked potato, have that. So you're choosing one of those three things. You're not having all three of those. That's how we get into trouble over the weekend. So just choose one of the three, enjoy it. Hopefully, if you are choosing the alcohol, you're not overdoing it. So maybe 2 drinks, 3 at most. So maybe choose one for every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Boom, there's your 3 drinks. Number 4 is get your movement in. Just because it's a long weekend, you're going to the cottage, you're going to a friend's cottage, you're going to, I don't know, somewhere, maybe wine country. Just because it's a long weekend doesn't mean that you can throw away your workout routine. If this is something that keeps you sane, keeps me sane, keep it in rotation. Doesn't have to be a crazy CrossFit class that you normally do, or aerobics or dance class or whatever. Maybe it's just a walk with the family. Maybe it's a hike. Maybe it's a bike ride, a swim in the lake. Not really sure, but just get your body moving, get yourself in sunshine, get your vitamin D, and your body will thank you for that, for sure. And number 5 is a no-brainer, but sometimes it shocks me when people don't drink enough water. So it's just something small that you can do throughout the long weekend. You know, keep a glass water bottle or a stainless steel water bottle close nearby. Keep hydrated. It's super hot out. Sometimes it sneaks up on you, so just making sure that you're drinking enough water this long weekend, and that way you won't fall into any trouble in terms of getting dehydrated. All right, so those are my 5 tips. Number 1, planning your meals. Number 2, alternating your water in between alcoholic beverages. Number 3, choose one of the 3, dessert, booze, or your starchy carb. Number 4, getting your walk in, your exercise, your movement, whatever it is. And number 5, drink your water. Okay? All right. Have a good long weekend. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. I'll come on again and see how you guys are doing. All right. Bye now.